Warning, this content is for entertainment and educational purposes only. This video is brought to you by First Detachment Nutrition. Battle tested, expert formulated. Use discount code AB10 at checkout for 10% off. Alright folks, Big Paul here today, hanging out with Chris Palmer. Chris is in town. We're going to train some legs tonight, doing a quad-focused leg workout, hit some calves and hamstrings as well. We're hanging out here in the functional fitness section where the 25s look like 45s so you can fluff your ego up.
That's important. You got to feel good about yourself.
You got to feel good about yourself when you're training. So we do it in the functional fitness section over here at the Shop Gym in Ashburn, Virginia, and we are going to train legs in just 1 second. We're going to start off with some hamstrings. I don't know about you, Chris, but I like doing hamstrings before I do my heavy leg presses or squatting movements. It gets my legs opened up, get my hamstrings engaged. I also feel like sometimes my hamstrings will get tight. I've had ACL repair, and my hamstrings will get tight when I don't warm them up first. I prefer seated leg curls, but we're limited in options tonight, so we're going to do the standing leg curl, no logic behind it, just fit free.
I definitely agree, man. This is like the John Meadows method, like warming the knees up before you start. Some people just like to pre-exhaust the quad, but doing the hamstring, I have a lot of programs that I've run where I lead with a hamstring exercise before doing quads. It feels really good.
Well, I'm old and I have fucked up knees, so there isn't a lot of choice. I just do what I can. But yeah, I do the same thing. So I actually got that from John. That's where I got that from. So I'll start off with hamstrings, then I'll hit some leg extensions to get my quads warmed up and my legs loose, and then we'll finish off with some sort of either hack squat or leg press movement. So rep scheme and sets on this stuff. During contest prep, I pull back a little bit. Like when I'm in a calorie deficit, I pull the volume back a tad and probably keep the intensity. I try to remind myself my job is to not lose muscle, not get hurt, and lose fat right now.
Got to stay in the game.
Got to stay in the game.
Got to stay in the game.
On contest prep, you're not going to be able to compete. So it seems like most bodybuilders, when you see like the pros that get hurt and tear muscles, when does it always happen?
When it's within a month of the show.
Yeah, within a month of the show. That's when guys get torn. I mean, Nick Walker just popped his hamstring. So I try to be careful. I'm not saying train like a wimp, but you should have some intensity in your workout, but you want to walk the line. Also managing fatigue while you're in a calorie deficit as well. So I start off with the standing leg curl. This one, you're just warming up. Nothing crazy right now. My hamstrings kind of suck because I had 2 ACL replacements.
Oh, what's up, brother?
And they harvested hamstrings for both of them.
He's Anabolic Bodybuilding.
I would say if you ever have to have
the real
an
PT
ACL
Palmer
repair,
NPC on Instagram, but he's on YouTube. So he's recording right now.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good, man.
Yeah. He's a great channel, man.
I would say
awesome,
if you
ever
have
Yeah, man. Take care.
ACL repair, I would get the cadaver tendon or the patella tendon, not the hamstring. It's been rough getting my hamstrings to come back up. But as far as rep schemes and sets, I'm doing somewhere like 3 to 4 sets per exercise, and something like 10 to 12 reps on this stuff.
Yep.
All right, Chris, you took your pants off, man, so that means shit's getting real now.
Yep. It's getting hot in here.
Quad pose down. I was telling Gary and Ricky before the video guys, that the rule for looking at my ass in the gym, you can't look at it in the gym. You can only look at it on Instagram after I film it. So that is the rule, social media rule. No looking at my ass in the gym, only on social media.
You can look at my ass anywhere.
I can look at your ass. That's why we took the pants off. All right, so next up, we got the prime leg extension. This thing is like the most popular ride in the amusement park. You have to wait in line for it here at the Shop Gym. There's always somebody waiting for the prime leg extension. This is the best leg extension I've ever used.
It's definitely the best plate loaded one I've ever used. Easily the best plate loaded, and like top 2 that I think I've ever used in general.
These prime machines you can load at different points for whether you want to load on the top of the movement or at the bottom. I usually pop it in the middle just so I get balanced throughout. You can also adjust to see how far back the thing goes, the leg length. It has multiple adjustments. The prime stuff is awesome. I should be a prime salesman.
This thing, like, you can put this into some really extreme stretched positions. So if you're big on like team full range of motion, like as far as leg extensions go, this is about the best stretch and a leg extension you can get in the quad. Put a little bit of weight on the top pin, and it's just absolutely maniacal.
Me, you tell me I need to go a little further down.
Oh no.
Let's go further
down. It's up to you. But yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. You got to get in it first, and then like pop it back there.
My size 15s aren't fucking fitting in there, man. I got some big ass feet. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, you gotta like crank it back.
There we go.
Thing's a monster. Yeah, you're gonna want the seat back like 2.
Seat back a little bit. There we go.
Try there.
Perfect.
Something I always tell people when you line up on leg extensions or hamstring curls or any machine, you want the joint that's doing work to line up with the pivot of the machine. You don't want to be fighting the machine's resistance as well as the weight. You will lose the battle against the metal.
Yeah, this machine's nice and smooth.
Yep.
I usually do about 15 reps, 20 reps in this. All right, Chris, next up we've got leg press. I just added leg press back into the mix a couple weeks ago. I was doing hack squats for a while, and I just felt like I needed to give the hack squats a break. I got old, fucked up knees. I've had 5 knee operations, 2 ACL replacements. So my knees are 50 years old. I gotta do what I can do. But I'll do hack squats or leg press for my compound heavy movement on quads. I don't do squats anymore. I just don't feel like the stimulus to fatigue ratio is worth it at this point in my life. Axial fatigue and risks to my spine and shit like that.
I completely agree on the barbell squat, man. Like for me, it just doesn't line up that well on my legs. I'll Smith machine squat, I'll hack squat all the time, I'll reverse band hack squat, I'll leg press, and you know, if I get a pendulum, I'll put that in the mix. But
yeah, the pendulum's really good too, but sometimes it hurts my knees. You'll see it too, that as bodybuilders age, a lot of like pro bodybuilders, they don't do any barbell squatting. It's all hacks, pendulum, or leg press pretty much for their heavy leg movement. Foot placement's another thing to consider on this too. A lot of people don't understand foot placement on pressing, leg presses and hack squats. Lower on the machine, like if you place your feet lower, it's going to be more quad focused. Getting up a higher placement up near the top of the rack is going to be, or top of the platform is going to be more glutes, adductors, hamstrings. So
100%.
Today is a quad focused workout. I do split my legs up into 2 workouts. I have a quad focused workout, and then I have a hamstring and adductor glute focused workout. So today's more quads. So
yeah, I always found that when I try to do a full leg session, like with both muscle groups, whatever went second just did not get the same work as whatever went first.
Yeah, and
you can't get full intensity.
Yeah, I eventually came to the conclusion that I couldn't hit all angles and everything in one workout.
Yep.
One, because it's just a lot of fatigue and you can't really hit everything. To me, I had to split it up to get everything in, but that's sort of how I structure my leg workouts. next up we got the Atlantis calf raise. This is a brand new calf raise machine we just got here at the shop gym. It's really nice, man. For calves, what I found, I mean, I got pretty big calves. What I found works for calves, this was a trick I learned from Dante Trudell a long time ago. Dante used to train me, I think like from 2002 to 2005, when he actually used to train people, is most people use way too much weight on calves and don't get enough full range of motion. So the part that I found that really, we know that on most exercises, the loaded, stretched portion of the exercise is where most of your growth occurs. And what is it that you see every bro do on calf raises?
Bounce like crazy.
Bounce like crazy.
Sprinter calves.
Yeah, and they don't get all the way down, right? So really we want to get a deep stretch on these and then drive up. I think that's the key to getting big, fat, round calves. If I can get in here. I have sort of limited range of motion on my calves because I broke my ankle many years ago, but you can see I purposely drive down as hard as I can and then get up. Not this bullshit.
Yep, no bouncing. Down. So any lift that you guys do, if you come down fast, you're gonna get rebound force out of your tendon. The Achilles is the biggest tendon in your body, or at least one of them. Calf is far from the biggest muscle. Don't use the rebound force. Make the muscle work.
All right, folks, I want to take a quick break from this episode to tell you about the new e-course that Kurt Havens and I have put together, The Scientific Principles of Anabolics and PEDs. This is the most comprehensive PED e-course ever put together with over 80 modules, including intros to PEDs, major steroid profiles, competitor off-season cycles, non-competitor cycles, contest prep cycles, HGH fundamentals, insulin fundamentals, side effect management, safer use concepts, fat loss agents, estrogen management, and advanced PED and hypertrophy science. It is the best course out there of its kind. Go check it out. Link is in the video description below. Coaching or consultations, head over to www.anabolicbodybuilding.com to book your spot today. I can help you with optimizing hormones, fat loss, muscle gain, physique, athletic performance, nutrition, and health For more information, shoot me an email at bigp3rd@gmail.com.